Alright, welcome back. For this video here, I thought we could do a different version of our op art hearts. That was the first video that I had. And here's a different version where it's more of a checkerboard pattern. This one's not colored yet, but you can see how you can use a checkerboard pattern. Basically, it was done just like the first example, except for we also added some vertical stripes. So let me show you how we did that. I'm just going to use this red colored pencil since that's what I have handy. And I'll start off with drawing the outline of my heart. So you start off with the heart shape. Okay, I try to make my heart fill up a good portion of the page, but it doesn't have to be any certain size. Okay, now when it comes to the stripe design, we would do our first stripe just slightly above the top of our heart, and then continue with a few stripes up. And then as you go down, this stripe's straight, but when it hits the heart, it's going to curve right down to here. And then one more curve, and then straight. The next stripe, long curve to the other side, straight. This is what makes the heart look like it is curving out of the page. So that op art illusion of it coming out of the page. Okay, and I continue that all the way to the bottom. The last one will probably be right here. And then I can just continue with a few straight stripes. Now, for the vertical stripes, those were our horizontals. The first one, I just do a straight one right down the middle. So try to line it up right through the middle of your heart. The second one, I'll go right to the heart, and then it's going to curve out to the left, and then straight. This will go straight to here. Curve towards the left, and then come out straight. And if I have room for one more, this might have a little curve here, and then straight, and then I can just do a straight line stripe on that side. And then on the right hand side, the lines are going to curve towards the right. Okay, and then straight down. Straight, curve towards the right, and then straight down, and if I have room I can add another stripe or two on the sides. So that gives us the same sort of illusion except for with a checkerboard, since I have lines going this way and this way. Now, with this one here, we talked about coloring these stripes in an alternating pattern. If the background is colored, the heart is not. Okay? If the background is blank, then the heart is shaded in. So if you alternate that, it really makes that stand out. With this one, it's a checkerboard. So you color it like a checkerboard. I'm going to skip some of these up here and just kind of start on the heart itself. So if I'm on the heart design, say I color this first one in. A checkerboard, I would skip this one, and I would color this one. But I'm only on the background. The heart is going to be the opposite. So if this piece in the checkerboard is colored, guess what? That piece in the heart is not colored. Now, this is back to my white. So I have colored white, color white. Because this background square is white, guess what? This one has to be shaded in. Okay? And you continue with that pattern. So what I'm going to end up with in the end is a pattern of every other one being colored in, and the background will be reversed. So this one's back to a colored background, so I will color this in. That square's colored in, which means that little piece of the heart does not get colored in. Okay, this is blank, so this little portion of the heart is shaded in there. The trickiest part about the checkerboard version of this is remembering where you're at in the pattern and which part you should color. So look close when you're coloring this, because I've seen a few where somebody got off on their pattern and then the colors didn't line up. So now this is white since that one's filled in. So I alternate This is colored in. And this stays white. This one's colored in. This one stays white. If you continue with that pattern all the way through, it should work out. White, colored. So it's just like a normal checkerboard pattern, except for that heart is in there. There we go. That's colored, that's white. This is white, so guess what? This part has to be colored in right here. Back to white. And I continue with that pattern all the way through. Now when I'm on just these where there's no heart, that's really simple. You just color every other one in like a checkerboard, because the heart's not even in that design, because it's not up there. It's not in that part. Okay. And I'm not coloring this very neatly. I'm just trying to give you the general idea. You'd really want to take your time, outline and color neatly as you go. And any color would work. Okay. Now I just continue with this. And that's how you would make the checkerboard op art illusion. Like I said, not a whole lot harder than the striped, except for it's a little trickier when you're coloring to keep track of which parts you need to color in and which parts stay white. That's the trickiest part with this. But if you're real careful and you pay attention, then you'll notice, you'll see where you need to color and which parts you don't. I'm just going to finish this row and stop, because I think you have enough to get the general idea, and you can give yours a try and see how you do. If you chose this version over the stripes, then have fun with it and see how you do with it. All right, see you next time.